Okay, hello people, this is Jim. I just wanted to show you first, if you'll notice, this is designed on skids, okay, and it's a large opening so you can get plenty of gear in and out of it, but you can see the framing is designed on skids. I'll try and show you this a little bit lower. So you can look down there, you can see how stout that frame is. It's a dual 4x4 notch frame that we did. I'll show you up to the top. Standard peak roof. Right now this is in construction. It's just a little shed basically. This right here is the solar portable power station that goes with it. And I'll try and get you a little better view on that. I have to be careful. Can't show my license plates and all that, but it's just covered with a tarp right now. We framed it in and I'm testing some new nails. Fasteners, if you will. I want to make sure that they're all, but if you look inside this box, okay, there's a bag in there. This is made to swivel, as you can see, this top part. So, but inside the box is where the panels go. They're 2x4 foot panels. The inverter, the charge controller will all be in the box. This piece here is the locking piece that goes between here. It fastens on the outside, right up in here, and it will lock and bolt in like such, so that the panels are held in place. It's just a couple of simple bolts, quick release. Now, I just wanted to show you this because if you'll notice, it's just a flat top swivel box, okay, and it's designed to rotate. But here's the thing, okay, this top, all right, see how it's rotating over? Okay, this top is designed to drop down on top of the box and be the lid. Okay, so you can transport this in inclement weather or whatever, and it's fine. Then the top comes up, and another fabric shelter cover goes over this, because when the solar panels are loaded, the inclement weather will stay off of the top of the box, more or less. But even if it were to get in there, it will drain off quite easily. But if you can see, up here in the top, we have rafters, and we have, because of the collar ties, we have a storage space up there. Plenty of gear you could get up there, or store, or whatever you want. Now in the gable ends, but you can see how much room is in this, okay? It's a small, cheap shelter you can build fairly inexpensively, all right? And you can see there's quite a lot of room in this, okay? Now, the bunks fold down off of the sides, okay, boom, and they fold up. You can have 2 levels of bunks in here. You could sleep 8 people, however many you wanted. I know it seems small, but if you had to, you could. The way I designed this is so that you can sister 2 of these together just by changing the roof pitch, and it becomes one apex. So, now, why do I build this small shelter and it's on skids and made to be towable? Okay, so it can be pulled up on a flatbed tow truck, because you can move this anywhere. You can build it right in your front yard or your backyard or whatever, and transport it anywhere on a flatbed tow truck by putting it on the skids and drop it off right on your concrete blocks or wherever you want. The tow truck will just drop it. But I just wanted to show how much room is in here. And I wanted to show you the concept of this, you know, the solar portable power station. Now, it will be on rollers, okay, and it's got casters that go underneath, so you can turn it into the sun and track the sun all day. You can also, by the season of the year, obviously, set your axis, your single axis rotation here, okay, XY axes, which is going to maximize your power output. So you can take a small amount of power. This will have 400 watts of solar on it, but here's the interesting thing. By tracking, moving it a couple of times a day and tracking the sun, okay, set this axis once, okay, 4 times a year. That's how you leave it for the angle of the sun as it's tracking by. But by switching this in the morning and then in the evening, or the afternoon sun, you move it about 10 degrees, you will maximize your output and thereby enhance the output of your solar panels quite a lot more, almost where this system would be more like 800 to a 1 kilowatt, or I mean 600 kilowatts or 600 watt system. So you can get quite a lot of power and easily run a camp this size with all the amenities you have in your house, more or less, little fridge, everything else. You know, and it's going to be run off a 4-dog stove or a small wood stove, but I like the 4-dog stove. So it's quite easily done. But you can see there's quite a lot of room in here. I got a lot of building materials. This is a frame for a solar hot water system. This one here, if you can see it, it will also have single axis rotation so that I can maximize the potential of thermal exchange throughout the seasons. And there's the inner frame boards. But anyway, I'm in the middle of construction, and the reason why I didn't finish it, I wanted to see how it goes. The new fasteners go exposed. As you can see down here, I didn't take the tarp all the way down. I want to see if the fasteners will handle it. And they're new, so they should be just as good as the other ones I've been using, but they keep changing manufacturing techniques, and we just never know. So I like to see how everything holds up before I actually put something in play. I've been doing this quite a while. If you notice, this is a different kind of structural setup, and there's reasons for that. One, this has to go down the road at 50 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour. So while some of you builders may think this is different, it is, and there's reasons for it. And it's also made so that I can tear everything apart and sister two of these together quite quickly just by changing angles, okay? And so now what you would wind up with is a 16 by 16 camp with two of these put together. It's very simple to do. You can sleep a ton of people in here with some R12 insulation. These things are incredibly warm in the winter because it's such a small space to heat. And some of you may say, well, why do you have a 4-foot door? Well, what if I want to get a piece of gear in here or something? Just to stow it for winter or summer or when I'm gone from camp. That way I can lock everything up in here no matter what it is. And most of us build here, so we've always got gear stowed all over the place because we got different things going on. But yeah, I just wanted to show this. This is the project that I'm working on right now, and I'm building the solar at the same time inside of here, kind of using the shelter as a garage because my garage has so much gear in it right now. It's loaded, panels and everything else. So I got a lot of projects going. Yeah, it's warmed up, so I'm doing the video now. It's 20 degrees out, so it's kind of warm. Got our beautiful trees, and they're amazing, aren't they? But yeah, I just wanted to come back, show you this thing one more time, try and keep my car out of it. Okay, you can see I just threw the tarp over it. That's to get us down for winter, and this will be covered. Okay, now I'm going to turn the camera down, but I'll keep talking, and I'm going to show you another setup, okay? Yeah, I have to keep the camera down because of license plates, so sorry about that. You can see we're on ice and snow and everything else, and my little baby tractor, just for you to know. But as we come out here, you can see my solar panels. And I wanted to show you the side view. These are made for, again, single axis rotation to follow the sun. Notice how the racks are. Okay. And yeah, anyway, quite easy, but very simple to think about. And if you'll notice, they clear themselves by rotating them into the sun. They clear themselves. So they are putting out awesome power. It's 20 degrees right now, overcast, and I'm probably getting a kilowatt of energy out of these. And if you'll notice, they are chained to the ground. And I was going to try and show you my ground clip. Okay, this one's hidden in here. As I got better at doing this, I started hiding things. But if you notice that one right there, that ground clip's just hanging out. So nothing major, you know what I mean? But anyway, quite a simple little setup. This system puts out 1.8 kilowatts of energy at peak, and I've gotten as high as 14 kilowatts in a day. So that's kind of, it's really all I need for the way I live. I don't use a lot of energy, and after I install my solar hot water system, which I've been playing, you can see how everything's professionally done in with high-grade boxes. I don't screw around with this stuff. I don't recommend you do either. I'm putting out 220 volts at 8 amps, so you don't want to get thumped with it. Alright, just wanted to show you these are in-phase inverters. They're all along the back. Each panel has its own efficiency module. Unlike box inverters, they try and control the whole system. My system, each panel runs independently of itself. Okay, and it's putting out 220 between 0.1 amps all the way up to over 1 amp. But that's what the module's designed. It's maximizes the efficiency far greater than any DC system can do. This just immediately takes the DC power and inverts it. While box inverters are great for off-grid, Enphase is far more efficient at converting solar panel energy to usable electricity. Okay, so that's why I go with it. It maximizes efficiency. Everything I do, I work through, I think it through, I study, I analyze, and I see what's greater. It's like anything else. You have to do your homework. One more interesting fact about this is knowing how good Enphase was, and remember, it's 20 degrees out here right now. It was 0 degrees. You saw the ice. You can see the ice. These things are made to endure, and they do. That's why I use them. Their failure rate is almost nil, you know, but yeah, I enjoy them because they simplify my life. If one panel were to fail, my whole grid continues to operate independently of that panel. It doesn't care. And that's the beauty of Enphase. If you have a box inverter, all one system, one panel goes down, the whole thing goes down because it operates together, okay? And you gotta think about that. They do have individual modules for panels. Even DC systems are going to that now. It's just much better in the long run because you will have system failures in 10 or 20 years. Something's going to go wrong. And so you want that. You want your grid running independent. But I just wanted to show that how simple it is. You know, yeah, anyway. There's my pontoon boat. It's covered up for the winter. There's my back trail out to the back. And I got nothing behind me except woods. So I love that. I love my little neighborhood. We live on a dirt road. It's private. It's quiet. As you can see, there is nothing going on out here but birds chirping. But anyway, yeah. So just wanted to share that with you. A little bit about solar and also a little bit about a shelter idea. So anyway, Jim out.